Hey everyone, so it's Dr. Connie here. So I get asked frequently about how to live a healthy life, eat a healthy diet, and how to do the right things to enhance health in general. It's so confusing these days because in the world of health and wellness, there seems to be a contradiction with just about everything. For example, is coffee and wine good for you? If you're like me, I love coffee. It's how I start my day on the right foot. Just 1 cup, no jitters. I love the smell, the taste, and the way it makes me feel. I also love a good wine with my dinner. I'm lightweight, so 1 glass with dinner is all I need to feel myself soften at the end of the day. And when I search for research on whether wine or coffee is good for you, I find so much to validate my love and eliminate the guilt, because I can argue that it's good for you in moderation. On the other hand, if you're not a coffee or a wine lover, then you can just as well argue that it's not so good for you, because there's plenty of research validating that as well. I've been drinking coffee for a long time, and I've grown to enjoy a glass of wine with dinner most nights a week. And my health is better than it's ever been, and I feel great. So, contradictions. On one hand, research proves that heavy coffee consumption between 3, 5, or more cups can reduce the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Research has also shown a reduced risk for Parkinson's disease, colon cancer, liver damage, and carcinoma. On the other hand, research has also shown that coffee consumption is associated with an increased risk of coronary heart disease, and findings for how it impacts blood pressure, hypertension, and risk for stroke have been inconclusive. It also warns that coffee can inhibit iron and zinc absorption and can cause infertility if consumed in large amounts. And in addition, coffee consumption is linked to the following undesirable effects like palpitations, insomnia, restlessness, headaches, abdominal pain, and even diarrhea. Just like red wine, coconut oil, and coffee, it seems that research is confused about which foods are healthy and which is not. It all comes down to, though, you. There's a concept of bioindividuality, which means that every one of us is different with varying degrees of biochemistry, genes, predispositions, and reactions. We have different needs and have different responses to various foods. Look around and ask, is coffee good for you? How about wine? And I guarantee that you'll hear a wide spectrum of answers, such as it makes me jittery and anxious, to it hurts my stomach, to I can't sleep, to it makes me feel great, awake, and alert. The truth is that there is no right answer. Coffee or wine can be both good and bad for you. It depends on your health, your body, how much you consume, what predispositions you may have, and how you feel. This might not be the clear-cut answer you are looking for, but your compass to health and wellness should be set to you, not the fad diets, foods, or supplements that come and go. So here's what you can take away about what foods are good or bad for you. Number 1, be wary of blanket statements about certain foods like coffee or wine. There's lots of variables to consider. Number 2, all things are okay in moderation. Even having a sweet birthday cake is okay if it's once in a while, especially on your birthday. Number 3, pay attention to how you feel. Does the food you're eating leave you feeling depleted and tired or energized or refreshed? Number 4, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. But we know that common sense is not always common practice. To end the wine and coffee debate, listen to the way you feel. If it truly brings you joy to enjoy a cup of joe or a glass of wine, then enjoy. But if you are struggling with some symptoms day in and day out and drink wine and coffee regularly, it's a good idea to eliminate it for a short while and see how you feel. Remember, everything is okay in moderation. Food is medicine. We live in an age where most of us are hypersensitive and hyperparanoid about foods. This paranoia itself will make you sick, even if it's kale juice you're drinking every day. So remember, balance is key. Hope you enjoyed this blog. Please subscribe, like, sign up to our Facebook page, Alkaline Method, Lupus Rebel, or our YouTube channel. Thanks so much for listening, and see you next week.